They need to get some quick, easy buckets, get some guys on the move so that they can stop that.
Beautiful pass by Oubre to set it up for Curry. So the Nets have a 10-6 lead. Once again, Harris, this time off the mark. Curry tried to use the pick, pulls it back. Wiseman with an outside attempt. Irving too strong. Haskell out of Villanova had an outstanding rookie season. This time rims out.
Brooklyn dared him that time to shoot the jumper. Jordan got back in the paint and said, if you're going to make that, okay, but we're not going to give up penetration.
Harris set the pick. Durant again. Kevin Durant off to the red-hot start. 3 for 3 from the field.
So beautiful watching Kevin Durant. I imagine that this is what it was like to watch George Gervin. Two lanky guys that are long, that look like they should be playing a different position, that can score anytime they want. No way to stop them.
Wiseman committed the foul, so three-point play for Durant. Steve Nash saying that he feels Durant is in the 90% range in terms of how he's feeling. He thinks it'll take another 15 to 20 games for Durant to really get a gauge on his condition that he has not played in, 18 months. And a foul is called. Chris, 90% range for Kevin Durant. I think you take that.
Yeah, he could stay that way the rest of his career and still be one of the best, if not the best, in this game.
The NBA on TNT is being brought to you by Oxygen Water, pH balanced with electrolytes and boosted with oxygen, all to help you recover and rise. So Wiggins at the line, fouled by DeAndre Jordan. Andrew Wiggins, 7-year man out of Kansas, first overall pick in the 2014 draft by Cleveland and then traded to the T-Wolves.
Love the fact that Wiggins averaged around his career average 19.5 last year and shooting a pretty decent percentage. I mean, he's shooting over 50 from 2, so it's been a pretty seamless fit in for him, even though he wants to have more of an impact.
Durant off on that shot, but the ball knocked out of bounds by the Warriors. The Nets last season went 37, 7th seed in the East. They were swept in the first round by Toronto 4-0. Harris able to retrieve it. Wide open shot here. Yes.
And that's going to be the problem in trying to guard the Brooklyn Nets. If you give up offensive possessions, extra possessions, they're going to knock down those wide open shots. Right there, Oubre, a little bit too much of a shoulder push in there. Good defense by Harris. Not only does he spread the floor, he gets an extra possession with a turnover for his team.
Joe Harris, such a dangerous three-point shooter. 42% last season, 47% a couple of years ago. Fadeaway bank attempt by Durant. Curry gets into the paint. Here's Wiggins to the rim. And back comes Irving. Dinwiddie pops it back the other way. Durant with the step.
If Brooklyn plays this way and moves the ball, they will be a problem to guard on the offensive end.
Timeout is called. Kevin Durant off the red-hot start. 10 points on 4 of 6 from the field.
It's going to be an amazing.
last year in first quarter points and having a tough time struggling, and the great finish right there, or the great rebound. But when you're talking about ball movement, Golden State is known to be one of the best teams in ball movement. Look at this. Irving brings it down, gets to Demi, who can score, and then understanding the big fella, getting it to the corner. And this is what you worry about if you have to play the Brooklyn Nets. One, how are they going to be on the defensive end? And number two, if they play unselfish, it's going to be so hard to stop them because everyone is so skilled on this team.
That replay brought to you by the AT&T 5G above the rim as you watch Eric Paschall, who was an outstanding rookie last season for the Warriors, hit 1 of 2 at the line. Opening night in the NBA. First of our doubleheader, we have the Lakers and Clippers coming up in the second game. Here's Kyrie from deep. Yes.
I mean, come on. That's off the triple threat in the corner. And by the way, he had Dinwiddie at the top that if you pass it to him and he stays aggressive, bang.
Curry for 3, did not get the hop. Irving now 10 points. He's hit 4 of 5 from the field. Opening day last season, Kyrie with a 50-point outburst for the Nets. See Harris changing his mind. He thought he might shoot and then try to find someone underneath and the ball carried out of bounds.
Talk about ball handles in this game. You think of Curry, Harden, and this man right here, Kyrie. And because you do, guess what? He freezes you on the triple threat, because when he gets in position to drive, you take a little bit of a pause to set your feet, and then he pulls up and knocks it down.
10 apiece for Durant and Irving. Curry has not been able to get going. This is Oubre for 3. Irving putting moves on Paschall. Try to step back, could not. Here's Durant, and he is fouled.
A lot of leadership is the unspoken things, giving guys confidence when no one's watching. Now, right here, this is leadership. Hey, bro, I believe in you. I watched you last year. You know how hard it is to guard you? Shoot the ball. I'm on your team now. And look what happens on the step back. Whether he makes it or misses it, it doesn't matter. That was the voice of Kevin Durant in his head telling him, shoot that thing.
Kent Bazemore, who just checked in a moment ago, able to go the distance. Bazemore back where he started, originally signed with Golden State. Several teams later, he's back with the Warriors. Jared Allen, who checked in, gets it to the corner. Harris with that beautiful stroke.
I tell you what, I played with Kyle Korver, played with Peja Stojakovic, played with Chris Mullin. Wish I would have played with Curry. But when you play with shooters, I tell you what, no better feeling than to just pump them up and to be a cheerleader. Shut up, pass them the ball, tell them to shoot it each time, build their confidence.
Curry now 2 for 4, 7 points, and Irving does it again. He's been on fire, 5 for 6 from the field. Nets wanted to travel, but it's a tie-up. Bazemore lost his footing. All right, Chris, you'll like this. Jolly old St. Chuck delivering $30 million in free gifts to all FanDuel fantasy and sportsbook customers. Log on to FanDuel. You can do it now and claim your gifts from Chuck or jolly old St. Chuck.
I'm glad they just made it official. Let me tell you something. Chuck is one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. You'll never pay for dinner or for a nice soda when Chuck is around, I tell you that. So that's realistic. So, Chuck giving away his money to have some fun with the people.
So that, nice second effort. But a foul, offensive foul is called on Oubre. So the measure of being a nice guy is paying for your dinner.
Yeah, for me, you know.
Yeah.
And all the employees here at Tournament. Chuck's around. It's a wonderful time, man.
Kyrie Irving with a rare miss. Just under 4 to go in this first quarter. Bazemore is short, but it's put down beautifully.
Love the energy by Oubre. He just missed the dunk on his last man, and you want that type of energy. You're on the road. There are no fans. This is when you got to be a baller yourself. And look what happens next. He gets the stop because he
Off the
infuses
steal,
that
it is
energy.
Oubre. Landry Shamet coming on for the first time for the Nets. Here's Durant from Shamet. Kevon Looney, who just checked in, as did Damian Lee, four-year man from Louisville. It has been all Nets in this first quarter as Irving puts the speed on, goes all the way, and he draws the foul. It is on Looney.
Golden State is down, but they are not out of it. They are fighting. And Oubre shows, listen, we're a new team. We got a new style, but we got the same old heart. Warriors basketball.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne.
Irving at the line. That's 13 points for Irving. Durant has 10. And the Nets are up by 12. Golden State gave it away off the inbounds. And Karis LeVert, who just checked in, was able to take advantage.
That's what LeVert can do.
Oh, look out, off the head of Jared Allen. And Irving takes advantage right there. Two bad turnovers by the Warriors, and Steve Kerr wants to talk about things.
And basketball is back.
Where else can a world premiere take place above the rim?
Kawhi Leonard. Oh, goodness. What a play. Showtime.
The battle of LA is real, people.
And where else can a king
LBJ.
and a Clark
Kawhi Leonard. Oh.
battle for the crown? Clippers versus Lakers on TNT.
If sweat is your body's natural way of cooling itself down, then condensation is a beer's natural way of saying, drink me.
Let's take a look at the upcoming national TV schedule. ESPN tomorrow night, Dallas Mavericks, Phoenix Suns, starting at 10:30 Eastern Time. And Christmas Day, 5-game slate on ESPN and ABC. Pelicans and Heat, Warriors, Bucks, Nets, Celtics, Mavs, Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets. Big day of basketball coming up. Here is Looney's trying to find position.
The play before he came in, he hits a three, tries to get another guy involved in this. He goes back to Allen, and I like him coming off the bench. If you say to him, listen, we know you're a starter, but we need you to be a starter on our bench. We need you to be sixth man of the year. He's getting some advice from one of the best scorers to play this game. But I think the tendencies of a great coach is to, number one, communicate. And if you communicate with the guy and let him know, we need you in this spot because you're special, not because you're being demoted, it makes it better for everyone.
So Jared Allen able to hit both free throws. Turns out that Jared Allen and the Nets could not come to agreement on a contract extension. Marquise Chris with his first bucket. Allen played very well in the bubble. Last season he averaged 6. Marquise Chris, 5-year man from the University of Washington. We're final minute, first quarter. The Nets 14 for 24, shooting 58% in the first. Here's Curry. Yes. So Steph Curry knocks down a three. The Nets only 9 for 26. That was their first three of the game. They missed their previous 7. Final seconds of the first. LeVert spinning his way, lost it. Curry with the steal, fires from center court, and comes up short. So all Nets to start things off. They have the big lead after one. The NBA on TNT opening night, presented by Kia.
Everyone wakes up every morning to a world.
With 58% for the field in the first quarter, led by Kyrie Irving with 17, Kevin Durant with 10. As we welcome you back to NBA on TNT opening night, presented by Kia moments ago. Chris and I spoke with Golden State head coach Steve Kerr. Steve, obviously a very difficult first quarter for the Golden State Warriors. What do you tell them to
we just
get
have
things
to
going in the second?
Yeah, we just have to hang in there, Marv. We made a couple of turnovers at a key time that led to 2 quick hoops, and I thought that put us in a hole. Obviously, Brooklyn is knocking down a lot of shots, but we can't give them anything easy, and so we got to be rock solid to climb back in the game.
You know, Coach, you talk about this year, you really are excited to get back to it, and it's on that defensive end. When you have a team that's this hard to stop scoring, you should know about it because you've had teams that hard. What specifically, besides giving up the easy ones, do you want your young guys to concentrate on in the second quarter?
Well, I didn't think we did a good job getting into Kevin or Kyrie into their space and making them put the ball on the floor a little bit. We allowed them to rise up and shoot jumpers pretty easily. We just weren't very physical overall, so we gotta be more aggressive.
Thank you for your time, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.
So the second quarter underway at Barclays Center, and a foul is called on Golden State. Jarrett Allen at the line. No, apparently they say a non-shooting foul. So Shamet throws in. This is Allen up top. Beautiful fake.
LeVert is going to love.
Nice move by Karis LeVert once again.
He's going to love coming off the bench. Oh, if Wiggins would have caught that shout out to Dominique. But Karis LeVert is going to love his new position off the bench. Why? Look at the freedom that he has. He has more freedom than he did as a starter, and you need that off the bench to keep other guys involved, but more importantly, to keep him incentivized to want to come off the bench, play hard, and get a steal like that.
LeVert with the steal, and the net onslaught continues. Jeff Green, who checked in at the start of the second quarter. Tonight's virtual shot clock being powered by TISO. This is Wiggins, double team momentarily. Wiggins with the step, ball knocked out of his hands, but he is fouled.
Look at this squad that's been put together by Brooklyn. We know about star power. Someone named 2 stars, not named LeBron and AD on the same team that are as powerful as this. Okay, if you can't do that, then let's go to defense when you have Jordan and you have another big fella coming off the bench, and you have to like that in Allen. But defensively, the wings, Prince, Shamet, LeVert, I really like the configuration of this team because you have different styles. You have 2 big guys. You can go small, but most importantly, you have guards that can, when they come off the bench, take the challenge on defensively.
And Karis LeVert, one of those guards who has been outstanding the last couple of seasons, and off to the good start here. 3 of 5 from the field. He has 7 points. LeVert pulling it back. LeVert on the drive. Try to bank it.
Golden State needs to find some pace and tempo. Without Curry out there, it's not really an alpha male to take over, and Wiggins should take that position over naturally. But as this team comes together with ball movement, that person, that leader, is going to have to evolve and show themselves.
Jordan Poole, second-year man from Michigan, with that bucket for Golden State. And on the turnover, the Warriors will get it back.
Having Watermaker on the bench, I really like this because he's such a steady presence on a team. You know he's solid defensively. He can keep the pace and help make great decisions for this team.
And we saw that in his days with the Boston Celtics on the turnover. You see Steph Curry sitting it out here at the start of the second quarter. Steph just 3 of 8 from the field. 16-point lead for the Nets. Steve Nash staying with Allen at center. Shamet. This is Poole putting a move on Dinwiddie. Pascal. Wiggins lost the handle.
So
ball last touch though by the Nets.
So glad we have basketball back. And for all you basketball fans, isn't this like playing in the park or the backyard? The ball bounces over the fence. You get it. No, you get it. Can't wait till the fans come back. We miss you, but man, still having some competitive games out here opening night.
How would you react with no fans in attendance?
Marv, I would have loved it because
really?
Yeah, I love it with fans, but someone like myself, it's no place to hide. You miss a shot, I'm telling everybody on TV every time, let him shoot. We got it. Oh, he can't play. He don't want none. I want to see who can handle the silence of that while I'm talking to you, making you remember every play down what you're not doing well. So I would have loved it, but I tell you what, LeVert loves it because he's just like, listen, this is our home gym. I'm just going to sit out here and shoot. I'm the microwave off the bench now.
How about the beautiful ball movement by the Nets? Now they come up with the steal and a foul.
Always watch out for new teams that seem to be Hollywood. What does that mean? That means they're just stuck under
to a Brooklyn turnover. Juan Toscano Anderson has checked in for the first time for Golden State. They just re-signed him to a contract. And a timeout has been called. Checked in for the first time for Golden State. Back in a moment. They just re-signed him to a sports contract. And a timeout has been called. Checked in for the first time for Golden State. Back in a moment. They just re-signed him to a sports contract. And a timeout has been called. Checked in for the first time for Golden State. Back in a moment. They just re-signed him to a sports contract. And a timeout has been called. Checked in for the first time for Golden State. Back in a moment. They just re-signed him to a sports contract. And many in attendance here tonight. You saw several of them properly socially distanced, of course. 6.5 to go, first half. Marv Albert with Chris Webber. The Nets by 20. Nice setup, but Nets not able to convert. And we get a whistle, offensive foul.
See the skill set right there of Wiseman, but, you know, I tell you what, having been in the league, your first game in the league, we're talking about everyone, you know, else, but your first game in the league, you were so nervous. You do not know how to monitor nor control your energy, and right there, just a little overzealous, wanting to get it to the bucket and show what he's got. Should have passed it out and reposted.
It's actually surprising that he did play and did start. He's played 6 minutes. Steve Kerr felt he wanted him to get some experience. As I mentioned earlier, someone who did not play Summer League, did not play training camp, played 3 games at Memphis, was a major star in high school.
Well, maybe he can reach over and talk to that man, Kyrie Irving, and get a pat on the back, and Kyrie can say, listen, I played 11 games, and I put in college in a tougher position, in the toughest position in the league, and you can work it out and figure it out. Kyrie, Rookie of the Year after only 11 games at Duke University.
And here is Irving with a rare miss. Oubre met by Harris. That's getting their starting 5 back in. Here's Curry for 3. Steph Curry able to hit on his 2nd from downtown. Harris, mid-range jumper. These days, very rare to see. Curry tries to put a move and succeeds. Goes around Harris, but the shot too strong.
The world is changed.
Dinwiddie going all the way. And a collision between Irving and Toscano Anderson. Juan Toscano Anderson played 4 years at Marquette, wasn't drafted, played in Mexico and Venezuela, grew up in the Bay Area, was a major star in high school in Oakland. And Weissman able to put it down. So for the rookie, his 2nd field goal. Weissman goes 7 feet. The wingspan is 7'6". His standing reach, Chris, 9'6". Harris on the follow.
So I expect Weissman to get in those passing lanes and give me some block shots, because he can definitely use his body to have an influence in his game.
Oubre comes up with the air ball. Here's the lead, broken up. Curry got a hand on it.
You're so fortunate to come in this league and to play with a veteran like Curry, because he can find you. It's all the little nuances, when to slow down, when to speed up. The biggest problems of rookies is that they really don't know how to control tempo. They go 100 miles an hour all the time, and when you have shooters and passers like Curry and others, you got to take your time a little more.
Oubre's been off. 2 of 8 from the field. Kyrie with the spin. Kyrie with the bucket.
That's why I mentioned that Rod Strickland is his godfather. Because if you know anything about basketball, you know that Rod Strickland, one of the best finishers in this game, under 6'4". Curry showing he's a great finisher in this game. But that last exhibition of moves by Irving with the strong finish is why he's one of the best in the game. How do you stop him? He can go left, he can go right. He can pull up off the dribble or just pull up off the catch. So hard to guard.
It has been all Nets. It's a 54-37 lead. Briefly, the Warriors led by 2 early on. Just under 3.5 to go, first half. Curry is stripped. Oh, beautiful play by LeVert. Oh, it's hammered down. LeVert with the steal. Green ends up with the stuff. And a timeout is called. You're watching the NBA on TNT on opening night.
Jake from State Farm. If you here, this must be a State Farm commercial.
Sure is.
It also means it's about to go down.
Oh, don't worry, Chris. Things are going to go surprisingly great.
Oh, I've been doing this for too many years. It means something about to go down. Oh, no. Here it comes. Jake, protect yourself!
Have a nice day. I told you. Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
Who are you talking to?
Why not? And maybe I'm wrong, but I doubt it because it looked like he ran into a brick wall there, and I don't think Harris is that. Well, that was a solid pick, but even Harris is upset right there saying, okay, you got me. I'll set a better one next time.
There's an alley-oop for Wiseman. So Curry trying to get Wiseman involved with the decisive height advantage. LeVert rebounded Wiseman. Curry pulls it back for three. Harris with the rebound. And the Nets to the front court. Pretty pass, a look away, and the block from behind, but a foul.
When Brooklyn gets a stop, put your track shoes on. Beautiful pass right there, but how about the block? Check your rear view mirror. No, it is not goaltending, just great timing.
Toscano Anderson with that block. Toscano Anderson, Steve Kerr saying that he would get extended playing time tonight if things opened up, and that's been the case. And a turnover. So Golden State gives it right back. Chris, I know you've noticed that the coaches do not have to wear sport coats. Foul is called as Green went to the basket. You can see Steve Kerr in a and Steve Nash basically in sweatsuits. But that is a new rule that sport coats are unnecessary. And for Steve Kerr, that is a huge break. He owns 2 sports coats. That's his repertoire. And the 2 coats go back to his days at Arizona. So he has no decisions to make on game day.
Well, first of all, if anybody wants to Google, Kerr is in a swaggy fur coat when he's in Arizona, spinning the ball on his finger on a mountain range. So I know he's going to hate me for saying that, but I think we should call this the Belichick or the Pop rule because, you know, it is, and I've talked to coaches my whole career. They hated wearing the suits because they never wear a suit except game day, and they're in the fray too. They say, listen, we're playing. We need to be comfortable as we're trying to do our thing on the sideline.
Friendly rim for Kyrie Irving, who now has 21 points. Wiseman gets inside, and he is fouled.
What do you do when someone can score off the triple threat and hit shots with this type of difficulty? I'll tell you what you do. You just stick to your tenets and make sure that you try to play solid defensive ball, because really you could have great D, but it's better O.
James Wiseman is the youngest player to start on opening night for the Warrior franchise since Joe Smith back in the 1970-71 season. Wiseman, 19 years old. Joe Smith went on to make an all-rookie first team in 1970. Went on to play with 15 NBA teams. That equals a league record. He's tied with Tony Massenberg, Chucky Brown, and TNT's Jim Jackson. That's our fabulous fact of the night, Chris.
I played with Chucky Brown, Jim Jackson, and big fella, and I tell you what, they all had with them, and that's professionalism. You're not on 15 teams because no one wants you. You're on 15 teams because a lot of teams need you to be in that locker room.
Curry now 16 point. Oh, a deep three. Curry from half court, and that is the end of the first half. Nets have led by as many as 21. Kyrie Irving showing the entire repertoire for 24 points. Kevin Durant with 12. Steph Curry 16. Halftime coming up. The guys back in the studio.
Your boy sitting on top like a head.
AD's resting, but when he gets the ball, he says, you know what, I've been doing this. Rest or rust, don't you ever ask me that question, Ernie. I'm the best player in the world right here. Just get to a spot. Game is really easy. Brooklyn's playing very well. They're moving the ball. And, you know, when you have a 1-2 punch, when the one goes off, now it's the two's turn. Kyrie just doing what he's doing right here. Isolate, come out the pick and roll, up, dribble, pull up. And listen, these guys, like I said, they look gooder than a mug. They're moving the ball, and right here, the 1-2 punch is always going to get there, but everybody else is playing well. And Chris Webber said the best. When you miss, if they get a turnover, they will run, and they always share the ball. But I know Coach Huff's going to say, we're not going to get too excited for the first game. However,
4 in the first half. Kyrie last year on opening night hit 50. Gooder than a mug. I'll try to remember.
Yeah, man, that thing was gooder than a mug.
That cake was gooder than a mug.
So we look at those two guys, two of the starters for Brooklyn, but this team is deep.
I was late the playoffs last year, right?
Yeah.
And they added better players. They would make it again.
Not go to the bubble.
Right. They would make the playoffs again. Okay. I believe so. And I'm going to go to the board. And I'm going to talk about some of these players. I'm jogging, man. I'm jogging. I'm not going all right. So it's early. Jeff Green, LeVert, Shamet, Prince, and Allen. This is your second unit. 3 or 4 of these guys on most teams would start. Jaron Allen could start on 60% of the teams in the NBA. Karis LeVert could start.